All right.
All right. Hello, world. Welcome to episode 37, Jimmy Canz Show.
Welcome back.
Another prediction show for you. We got SummerSlam coming to you again, like TakeOver. Thunderdome. The Thunderdome at the Amway Center.
We'll call it kind of the big one.
I'm predicting Mad Max wins every match.
Okay. I'm predicting the other guy.
The other guy?
I'm predicting the villain.
Yeah, the villain. All right, so we got SummerSlam. You'll never see it coming. That's the little tagline they're going with this year. We got 8 matches in the card. Let's get into it.
I'm calling it right now.
What's up?
The return of Moondog Rex. You'll never see it coming.
The Mulkeys.
I was watching the Mulkeys. I introduced my son to the Mulkeys last week.
Good times. Old school.
Yeah, man.
All right. So out of the gate, let's discuss the Raw Tag Team Championship match.
Right.
Champions the Street Profits, Montez Ford, Angelo Dawkins, defending against Selena Vega's boys, Andrade, and Angel Garza. Who you got in this one, Rod?
To start out the show, hot match, high energy.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that the Street Profits retain.
You think the Street Profits retain?
I think they retain. I wouldn't be surprised if it went the other way.
Mm-hmm.
I think the match is so hot, it's kind of hard to call. But I think you kind of get the crowd off to kind of the at-home audience, I should say, not the crowd. Come out to a good feeling.
Well, it's going to kind of be a crowd because they're going to be broadcasting the imagery live, with the big video boards. So you are going to kind of get live reactions.
Yeah, so I think with the audience on a big show like this, and like I said, I expect the match to be high energy. Mm-hmm. I expect it to be pretty good high opening match. So you keep it rolling into, and you add the disappointments a little bit later on. You sprinkle them disappointments throughout there.
Mm-hmm. I actually think they're going to be a few title changes on this card.
Okay.
And I'm going to say this is one of them.
Okay.
I'm going to say this is one of them. They just kind of mix things up a little bit.
I like it.
I think they want to start to kind of stir the pot a little bit, shake things up. Like I said, they're trying. The ratings have been bad, so I think they're going to try, get some fresh faces going on and see what kind of, what happens.
And to your point, part of that stirring of the pot could be the breaking up of the Street Profits. Because let's be honest, there's one of us a star, and one of them is Stevie Ray. A potential star. One is a potential star. One is Butch Reed. So let's be honest.
Yeah. All right. So next up in a hair versus hair match, Soccer Mom, Mandy Rose taking on the New Jersey Devil, Sonya Deville. Who you got and why?
I got Mandy Rose cut Sonya Deville's hair.
Yeah, I agree.
Simply because, I think, Sonya Deville probably wants to cut her hair anyways.
Mm-hmm. Well, like I said, Mandy already got a haircut. It's not shaved completely, but she did get a haircut, so I don't see, and I think, a Sonya with the shaved head, that could be like a whole different kind of character for her. And that's what I mean. It could help take her to the next level, to be honest.
I think she wants to cut her hair. I can see that being a benefit to her to have that for her character. Absolutely.
Yeah. So I think, we're in agreement on this one.
I like it. All
right. Next up for the United States Championship, champion Apollo defending against M.V.P.
All right. Now, me and Apollo, we go way back.
Yeah.
There's a picture of us circulating somewhere around on the interwebs.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say in a shocking pick, I think MVP actually takes the belt.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, takes the championship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think MVP. I think he has more personality that could do more with it.
Mm-hmm.
His character could,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, it may not be the end. I think it kind of sets up for their situation to have a little bit more juice to ride on a little bit further.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with you. Like I said, I think there are going to be quite a few title shifts on this show. So I'm going to agree. I think MVP takes it. I think the numbers game plays in. I think they're trying to kind of build up that Hurt Business faction, and this is a way that they, can do that.
I agree.
So next up for the SmackDown Women's Championship, champion Bayley defending against the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. Asuka, huh?
Asuka. Fresh out of, I just pulled it out of the ether.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to say, you can definitely see they're wanting to build up this clash and fallout between Bayley and Sasha.
Yeah.
I think if, one or neither of them have the titles, what's the point? You gotta. So I'm gonna say Bayley retains.
Okay.
In this one, because otherwise the payoff just doesn't make any sense to me.
How does she beat Asuka?
Sasha helps her.
There it is. Mega powers. Mega powers.
Yeah.
Mega powers.
So,
okay.
All right. Next up in his debut match, Dominik Mysterio taking on the Monday Night Messiah himself, Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins, huh?
Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins don't play no games.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's cute. It's Dominik Mysterio. I know it's cute. And that's just it. He is the Monday Night Messiah. This is to build his legacy.
Mm-hmm. I think there's going to be a couple of things in the show that play into the tagline, and I think this could be one of them.
That you'll never see coming.
You'll never see it coming.
Okay.
And I will say, I will say, Seth wins because Ray gets involved.
Oh.
But then Dominik turns around and turns on his dad.
Yeah.
You'll never see it coming kind of thing.
And now when he turns on his dad, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does that lead to him going under Seth's wing, or is it just like he turns on his dad and that's just like a separate spinoff, Dominik versus his dad?
Not sure. Not sure whether or not he'll be, a disciple kind of thing, or of the Messiah, or whether or not it's just,
Because that would be a good way if they really commit to trying to give him some light.
Agreed.
You know what I mean?
So, like I said, I think that'll be, a case of never see it coming. That's. Hey, I'm spitballing here.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah, that's right. Next up for the Raw Women's title, champion Sasha Banks taking on Asuka. Asuka gonna win both matches. So Asuka's gonna be Asuka 2 belts.
Yeah, Asuka 2 belts, and then they'll be fighting amongst each other because one will be making fun of the other, but both of them lost.
Like I said, I'm gonna say Sasha retains again. I think Bayley will get involved again, and because I don't think there's gonna be the big fallout here, or one of them is going to cost the other, because they've already stated that they're going to defend the women's tag belts the following week at Payback. So you can't have them fall
out here and then to have defend the
you can't have this. And then you already kind of know what's going to happen at Payback if there's already this in it. So I think they kind of need the momentum to go into that, and maybe that starts the downward spiral.
Okay.
Maybe you get the tag belts off from there, and that kind of, starts to, put the cracks in the friendship and everything there. So I'm going to say Sasha retains.
All right.
So next for the Universal Championship, the monster Braun Strowman against the Fiend Bray Wyatt. Monster versus Fiend. Who you got? New shaved head. It's the Braun show because you look like old
big show.
Shaved head.
You never see it coming.
I mean, it's weird that the Fiend.
The Fiend.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's the way they're gonna go. I think something weird's gonna happen, but ultimately the Fiend's gonna get it. The way that they're kind of portraying it, this is like almost being portrayed as a heel versus heel.
Okay.
With what they're doing with Braun, and then the Fiend is still still the Fiend. So it's weird. Yeah, I will say the Fiend.
And when there's just from a visual, when there's a heel versus heel, the little heel will get sympathy.
Mm-hmm.
So he will actually wind up. It will be more satisfying of a send off if the Fiend wins in the heel versus heel showdown.
Mm-hmm. So, and then last but not least, for the WWE Championship, Drew McIntyre defending against the Apex Predator himself, the Viper, Randy Orton.
Randy Orton takes the title off of Drew McIntyre.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to agree with you on that one. How's it going to happen in your opinion?
RKO.
Just straight up RKO? You don't think there's any shenanigans?
I don't know if it'll be the first RKO.
Never see it coming. That's the
out of nowhere. RKO out of nowhere.
Yeah, I know it's out of nowhere, but I think there's going to be some type of angle.
What's your feeling? I
mean, a lot of people are speculating that Flair and Randy, the whole thing was a work. I mean, obviously we all know wrestling, all wrestling's a work, but like that is, that it's actually going to be, because the lights cut out before he actually kicked him.
Mm.
So he didn't really, what I mean? Like it was all set up. They want to think that, there's, and then Flair's going to come out and you think he's coming out to be in Drew's corner and he'll double cross him. That's what a lot of people are speculating. I think that's too obvious.
Okay.
I think that's, again, if you'll never see it coming, I think that's a little too, I mean, if people are talking about it, obviously people are, thinking it's a possibility. That would be something you wouldn't see coming. I think, on the other hand, what we saw just, last night on Raw, I think, Shawn Michaels turns around and screws Drew.
Gotcha. Okay.
The other thing that could happen, on this show, again, with the direction everything's been going in, is, there could be like this whole crazy thing at the end with this retribution group.
No, that'll be good.
You know what I mean? They could show up and just cause chaos at the end of the show, kind of like, the
Nexus.
Yeah, the Nexus debut where they just, it could be one of those types of things at the end.
Well, they almost have to, right?
Mm-hmm.
They've almost painted it into a situation where, like, you got a fish or cut bait and, like, the fish is on the hook now.
Mm-hmm.
You'll never see it coming.
Yeah. I mean, I said kudos to them for, wanting to try something new in terms of the aesthetics of the show in the lockdown era and everything. But I think if you were going to go that route, they should have maybe waited to debut this Thunderdome concept for Payback.
Mm-hmm.
And then you could have had this group show up and just completely destroy the setup that they got at the PC right now. I mean, if you're not going to be back at the PC for shows, for the next 2 months anyway, there's a great way to do it.
Yeah.
And you kind of have a storyline reason for why you've moved to this other format.
I can't wait to see it.
Mm-hmm. But, I mean, you're not going to have them destroy, this brand new setup.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like I said, if they could have saved it for a week, I think it would have played out, better story-wise. But there you have it. There are pictures SummerSlam. So hope everybody's doing well out there, taking care of one another, staying safe.
Staying safe.
And we will see you when we see you.
See you next time. Which will be when we see you.